Alright, hey, Hazelmega here. Sorry about the kind of bright background there, but I wound up not having work tonight, and so the last time I took this out from the first spin, and I noted that the suspension is way too stiff. Alright, so Hazelmega decided I didn't get any work tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up the suspension for me. Okay, I'm pretty sure the suspension is probably set up for the previous owner. I noted when I looked at the rear shock that the threads are almost all the way at the bottom of the shock for the preload. Alright, so it's pretty much as stiff as or as high as it's gonna get. Alright, now maybe the previous owner is probably heavier and bigger than me. I've actually never met him. Alright, so but anyway, I noted the suspension was way too stiff. So what we're gonna do, as per the manual, all right, for the Redshift manual, the owner's manual / service manual. The manual is actually very good for this bike. I'm going to set the rear sag on this bike, and then we're going to adjust all the clickers, all right, for the rebound and compression to the middle setting, okay? And I wrote all of that down on my phone, all right, notes on my phone. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to adjust the sag, okay? So the sag is from 100 to 105 millimeters is what the spec says in the manual. All right, so that's what we're going to set it to with me. All right, it's going to be different for everybody else. I weighed myself today, all right, and I was about 187 pounds. Without the gear, probably more. All right, I mean with the gear, probably more. All right, in fact, let me go get a scale right now. All right? Okay. I put my scale down here on the ground. You guys can't see it, but I'm going to read it off to you what my rider weight is, all right? That's the weight of me and all my gear on, all right? So we're doing this with my street gear on. I should probably be doing it with my race suit on if we're going to do track day stuff. I've got my gloves with me in my hand right here, and I'm going to go hop on the scale right now. That's why I'm wearing all my gear. That's what the race sag should be. It should be the sag with you, the rider, and all their gear on, okay? All the stuff that you would take with you. Oh, I'm 203 pounds, all right? About 200 pounds, all right, guys? So 203 is how much I weigh with my gear, all right? I have my gloves right here, so. Okay, and then so how we're gonna measure the sag, you could use a ruler with a helper, but I have this wonderful tool, the Mo Tool Slacker V4, alright, so this is what we're going to be using. Alright, I've got the bike up on my stand right now, and we're going to go measure the sag, alright. So the important thing is you have to unload the suspension before you sit on it, alright, so you know how much it sags, alright. So right now the suspension is unloaded. I've got my Harbor Freight stand. I know you guys can't see it very well. Yeah, there it is, there's the stand, alright, and then I've got my KLR over here. We're going to use this to help me balance. All right, I'm just going to get on the hold the handlebars, and hopefully that'll keep me from falling over. All right, so I'm going to go set this guy up and then show you how to do it. Okay, so this is how I've got it set up. All right, the slacker is on the axle here. All right, that's where you want it. Okay, and then you probably want to angle it the right way, and then I've got the little clamp here on the edge of the plastic here. So the what is it? In the manual, it told you to do it like right at the tip here, so like right here. But I can't get this clamp around this. There's a plastic cover here. It's too thick. Or what's this hole for? Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna use pretty much the tip of this part that's sticking out here, okay, of the number plate. All right, so let's go turn this on. Okay, it's on. All right, it's already all in millimeters and stuff. All right, so we're gonna move this up here. Get it in there somehow. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that's pretty secure. Okay, I'm gonna leave my gloves up here. I'm not gonna wear them. I mean, I guess I could wear one glove. Okay, so we're going to go to the service assistant tool, and we should be able to restart our okay, virtual remote. Okay, it's connected. It should fire up right away once it notices it. So we're going to hit reset. It should be 0 already. It says ... All right, we'll hit reset. Okay. And then let's see if it works real quick. Okay, we're going to do a little test. I'm going to put the bike back on its wheels without me on it. And so this is what's called the static sag, all right? We're probably going to have to check it again if we do an adjustment. I'm pretty sure we're going to adjust it, so. Okay. Get the weight on the wheels. Okay. So the static sag is 24 millimeters according to this, okay? So I'm going to hit update. Okay, so the sag should actually be 35 plus minus 5 millimeters, so it's a little bit, it's not sagging enough, alright? But, okay, so now I'm going to go sit on it, alright guys? And then we'll see how much the sag is. So this is the sag with me on it, alright? This is the racer sag. Alright, so I think what you want to do is bounce up and down on the suspension a bunch of times. Alright, to get it settled. And you want to sit in a position that you would normally be riding at, alright? Okay, I'm sitting on it. I know you can only see like part of me. Alright, and I'm trying to balance myself. I've got my hand here, alright, it's on the handlebar of my KLR, alright? I'm trying to balance myself, and I have to put all my weight on the bike as much as possible. So I've got 93, alright? So that's actually not enough sag, alright? So we actually have to have like 7 millimeters more sag, alright? Let me bounce up and down on it. That's what the thing says. Okay, now I got 91. Okay, I'm gonna sit on the bike. Alright, my feet are on the foot pegs right now, and I'm balancing myself with my KLR. Hopefully I don't pull my KLR towards me. I don't want my KLR to fall on me. Alright, so we've got like 94 right now. Okay, so that's like 6 millimeters. We want more sag than that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen the preload spring. Okay, but for now, I'm gonna hit that update button, and it's gonna save the setting. All right, what the sag setting is right now. Okay, so it's just a little bit off. It's not off by a lot actually. So I'm gonna hit update. Okay, 94. And then now we're gonna go adjust the sag. Okay, I've got the bike back on the jack. All right, and then so what we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust this. It's easier to adjust it if there's no pressure on it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go adjust the sag. So I think you need like a 4 millimeter, and I think you loosen this collar here. All right. I guess you can pull it off if you want. Oh, maybe no. Maybe it just stays on there. Okay, and then we want to loosen it. Loosening it will give us more sag, okay? It is really tight right now. It's crazy that these perches are plastic, man. Okay, I'm going to turn it a couple turns. Maybe let's do 2 full turns. I'm using the locking collar, all right, as a reference. It doesn't really matter because we're going to measure it anyways. So. Okay, I think we did 2 full revolutions. Alright, now we want to get back on the bike. Alright. Okay, we're at like 104. Alright, so maybe that's a little too much. It says 105 is okay. 104 to 105 is okay, alright? That's what I got. 105 right on the money. Actually, I was supposed to bounce up and down a couple times. Okay. Oh, it says it's more now. 108 says. So I did it too much. Maybe I want to go back like a half a turn. Alright. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go tighten it half a turn. Okay, I'm gonna try to get that sag around 100. Alright, so I'm gonna do a half a turn. So I'm gonna spin this until this locking the bolt here goes to the other side. Then I'm gonna spin the bolt forward. Okay, so we can get easy access to it. So we're gonna tighten it. All right, so we're gonna go the other way this time. Okay, that's half the turn. I'm gonna reset that to that right there. So that's where we're gonna want to tighten that. Okay, now we're gonna get back on the bike. Okay, I'm gonna bounce up and down on it. All right, I got 100 right on the money. I got it. Perfect. 100, 101. Pretty close. All right, so I think we're gonna go with that. All right, so I'm gonna go hit. Let me bounce up and down on it a little bit more. Yeah, it's kind of dependent on where you sit on the bike, you know. If you sit more in the back, it puts more weight in the back. So that's why you have to make sure you're sitting in the right riding position, which is, I think this is fine. All right, so we're at 100. I'm going to hit update. Boom. All right, 100. So there we go. Sag is set. All right, that's how I want it. Now we're going to check the static sag one more time. And all I have to do is get off the bike. Okay, so I should check the static sag. I'm going to bounce the bike up a couple times. Get my gloves off. All right, static sag is 30, 31, 30, 30. Is that good? Yeah, that's fine. Update. All right, so the static sag should be 35 plus minus 5 millimeters. Okay. All right, and then so according to the manual, the race sag should be 100 to 105. All right, and we got 100. All right, so we're done. All right, all I have to do is tighten the locking collar. I'm not really sure how much to tighten it to. Just snug. Okay, and we're done. Let me just get it back on the stand. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna take my gear off because it's freaking. I'm getting hot wearing it. Okay. Okay, so I just set the sag on my rear shock. All right, I had to loosen it 1.5 turns. All right, 1.5 turns to get it where I wanted. It was a little bit too much. All right, so why it's stiff, too stiff? It could be maybe that's just the way the bike is, or maybe maybe the clickers are all the way stiff. All right, so that's what we're gonna do next. We're going to adjust the clickers to the medium setting. All right, according to the manual. All right, so let's go do that. Okay, so before I mess with any of these clicker settings, I'm gonna take whatever the settings are right now. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna close them off until and I count how many turns it takes to close it off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. Okay, So 14, this is the low speed compression. The high speed compression is the one on the outside, all right? So was it 14? Okay, I wrote down the low compression is 14 clicks, okay? So and then we're gonna close this, the outer one. Okay. Okay, it doesn't do anything, guys. There's no click, so you're gonna have to. Here's what we're gonna do. I got a permanent marker, and I marked at the 12 o'clock where it is. Okay, so then we'll know how many turns. All right, here we go. Okay, that's one full turn. Okay, that's 2 full turns. Oh, okay, it's 2 full turns. All right, so for high comp is 2 full turns. Okay. And so we're gonna go set it to the base settings, all right? And so the base setting is 15 clicks out. The standard setting is 15 clicks out. 13 clicks out is a good starting point for track. 17 is for typical trail riding. All right, let's just do 15. How about that? Kind of want, it's supermoto, you kind of want something in between, right? So we're gonna do 15. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there we go. And then for the high speed compression, the standard setting is 2 turns out, all right? So we were already at the standard setting, all right? So we're just gonna bring it back to what it was, all right? Okay, that's 1. And that's 2. Okay, perfect. All right, so now our we're using the standard or kind of medium settings for the compression. All right, now we're gonna do the rebound. And the rebound is like down here somewhere, right there. Okay, I got my screwdriver here. We're gonna go count what the setting is right now. All right, ooh, this is a smaller one. Okay, I got a smaller screwdriver. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, yeah, we're at 4. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go note that down. Okay, rebound equals 4. All right, that's what we had. So right now we are at 15 and 2. All right, so for the rebound, the standard setting is, according to the manual, the rebound is 15 clicks from fully seated. All right, so it's already fully seated. We're gonna do 15 clicks. That is way off compared to what the manual says, so I don't know why it's set like that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there we go. 15 clicks. Okay, so rebound was 4 clicks is what I saw it was at, and so we went to 15 clicks. All right, so these are all the standard settings, the medium settings. The compression, pretty close. It says you can go anywhere from 13 to 17 for the low compression, and so for the rebound, we went from 4 to 15. So that's it's gonna rebound a lot faster. All right, it's gonna rebound a lot faster. Okay, so the bike should be a little more springy. That's what I want to say. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So the rear of the bike is set up factory, all right, in the middle. All right, and I've got the sag set for me. Okay, so like I said, I was like 203 pounds. All right, and our sag is set to 100 millimeters right now. Okay, and then these are the settings that we just made. All right, so 5 and 2 for the compression, and then 15 for the rebound. Okay, so the rear is done.